Yeah, good morning, friends. Welcome to Kishan's KSS Education. So, in this lecture, we are going to know about how the technology is helping to combat the COVID 19 disease. So, first of all, we are seeing the pandemic, it is increasing rapidly. So, if you see all over the countries, almost it reached, it impacted more than 200 countries and more than 15 lakhs people has hit by the COVID-19. So in this lecture we are going to look upon how technology is helping in the combating the COVID-19. So first of all, first we have to know the positioning technologies. We know the navigation technologies, that is global navigation satellite systems, so all over the world. So we are using those technologies to positioning and each and every aspect and where it is possible to recognize and to take immediate action on the COVID-19 disease. And the next technology, robotics. In all over the countries we are using robotics. First we go to China. So China, China hit by COVID-19 almost in December and in December ending. So from that date, the China has developed the technologies to use like robotics. So robotics are used not only China in different countries for distribution of food and medical supplies in hospitals, and also in isolation wards. The robots are replaced the nurses and hospital, the paramedical stuff, and so very important. And also the robot performing the diagnostic activities and conducting thermal images as well. And multi copter, the company which is there in China, they used robotics to transport medical samples as well. And food also delivered by robots. So now the drones are playing immensely a very good job in the pandemic times. So not only in developed countries, in also in each and every country they are using drones, especially for to spray the disinfection chemicals all over the places. And so the drones not only infection spraying inspection infection chemicals, and as well the transport the samples, and as well the other telemedicines. Yeah, next, artificial intelligence. The artificial intelligence also used by almost all the countries, especially the Alibaba has the company which is there, the Gate company in China, has developed the cloud-based coronavirus diagnosis tool based on artificial intelligence. And also so many examples are there in all over the world, even in India as well. So next, big data and facial recognition. The big data also used for facial recognition and to know the patient's information, and to retrieve the patient information as well. And the autonomous vehicles are using the so many officials all over the world, and mobile tracking technologies, and mobile apps like recently India developed the Arogya Setu app, as well the Sahyog app. So the two apps which are there in mobile apps technologies. And virtual biometrics also using by the companies and the medical staff. And the major one is telemedicine and virtual doctor, and virtual doctor visits, the telemedicine also using. And the speed of clinical trials which is done by the use of technology as well. And the most important, the cloud funding, the funds are very important. And crowdfunding are gathering to help the victims as well poor. And government has recently started the PM Cares scheme, which is especially for the funding to the people who are the victims of coronavirus, and as well the economic victims and social victims as well. and the major important one in the finance, that is the corona bonds, which are recently developed by the European companies, I mean sorry, European countries. Those also helping to combat the coronavirus impacting, and the remote health monitoring facilities and contactless temperature guns as well. These all technologies are very and helping in recent times to combat these pandemic disease. And thank you very much.